Hello again and welcome to the third and last video in our short series about how to basically start up with Searchlight, get started. Now after installation and our audit in the second video, we this time around want to basically OCR a local site on our file system. Now I've run a pre-OCR audit on that site and it currently shows as 46.3% searchable by page count. In terms of files, we've got a mixture here of image-only files and fully searchable files. But more importantly, in terms of numbers, we need to look at the pages. We've got a total of 136 pages in this site, of which already nearly half, 63, are fully searchable, but it still remains a workload here of 65 pages, which are image-only, and we've additionally got 8 pages in image files. Now let's put Searchlight to work and get started with this. I briefly want to show you that slight difference to the setup we had in the second video, which was a SharePoint site. Here we have selected file system from this drop-down and then connected the site to a local file system folder. In this particular case, I'm going to select only one core to do the work, so it will slow the process down a little bit, but it gives you the advantage that we can watch things in the status window, and I think for the first time round, if you watch that, that is quite interesting. The document settings are relatively straightforward. We want to process all PDF documents which are not fully searchable at the beginning, TIFF files, bitmaps, JPEG, PNG files, and message files if they have a non-searchable PDF attachment. Otherwise, we leave the metadata columns unchanged. And we're not going to do archiving at this particular stage, and we also leave the OCR settings at the standard settings, which simply include some auto rotate and some font embedding here, and English as the default language. Okay, in that case, double check here, audit and OCR with one core. Let's kick this off. The process is the same. We start again with enumerating through the documents, and then our one core basically handles one document one after another. So you can see the count here going up from 1 to 2. If you have a multi-core setting, this would go up in steps of 4 or 8, depending on how many cores you have allocated to this particular job. Now, the Searchlight status window gives you a great sort of watching spot of what is happening. So the process is the same for all files. It gets first basically downloaded, or in this case loaded from the file location, then it gets processed page by page until the file is complete, and then it gets put back to where the file has originated from. Searchlight compiles a little statistic for each and every document. In this case we have a 7-page document here that has taken 17 seconds to process. So what is that, roughly an average of, we've moved on to the next one, average of 2.5 seconds per page. So that's very much within expectations. These numbers vary a little bit. They depend on the complexity of the document, on things like font size, of the scan quality, and many other sort of very obvious factors really. So how hard the work is, if you want, for the OCR system to distinguish between the different characters and decide for the right result. If we watch it on the dashboard level, all we would see is the document count going up one by one, and the more detailed level is visible in the status window. Searchlight does compile logs for each and every job, which are stored in the log file in the Searchlight installation location. Now once that process here is finished, we can go back to our status window and have a look at the updated report. We've now got a much higher searchability, and we can generate our audit report again. The old one is still there, so we override that one and take a look at that. So by page count, we've now got a searchability of 93.1%, and that basically means that we've got 2 image-only pages where Searchlight could not detect any text, and we've got 134 pages out of 136 as fully searchable. So that is the direct improvement on one Searchlight run on this file. And I hope that helped. Goodbye.